Just a few blocks down the street from the state capitol in Indiana, it's Lucas Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis, the home of the Colts. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Denver Broncos and the Indianapolis Colts. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. And off we go from downtown Indy. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. Oh, the first play, and he is intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
An opening play call like that, Mike, has exactly one goal. Let's connect on something early and quiet this home crowd. But all they did was energize them. I mean, listen to this place after that interception. They're feeding into it. They're giving this offense extra momentum as they now take the field.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 15 yards pick up there. That's good for a Colts first down. Break.
Here we go. Start.
Looking to throw. Richardson. That's caught. It's Mitchell. And he's in. At 9, Mitchell. Touchdown, Colts. That is second TD catch of the season. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Colts will race out to a quick 7-0 end. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Drive begins with a run by Williams. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 16 on that pass play. First down, Broncos.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Williams gets it from the pistol. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice...
A throw right side is intercepted. He gets free. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. We saw it earlier. The defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This one taken at the 7. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll run, and this is Cam Scattergood. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. Hill look to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
Rack 60. Ready. We'll go play action. It's Richardson. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That is hard. And he's going to take this one all the way. 86 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Pass now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Colts are looking terrific here out of the game. Already up 21-0. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. He'll start at the 4. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So these might go the pocket blow runs. They're not big games. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Open man. That's Alec Pierce. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. To throw. And that is incomplete.
Can I say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
To return, it's Jackson. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Crazy. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. 1st down, Indianapolis.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline, nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
On the run to the right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Triple zeros on the clock. The first quarter has come to an end. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 21-0 is our score. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. Third and 10. Ready. Throwing, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. The spot is at their own 49, making this a 61-yard attempt.
Wow, what a big kick there. I mean, just looking down, anytime the kicker is lined up on the other side of the 50, you think, there's no way this ball's going to get there, Mike. But listen, he's got a big leg. This one he strikes absolutely perfect. That was good off the foot.
This returnable from the 4. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. He'll drop to throw. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Do a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. Lots of space past the 45. 20, 15. And they finally track him down, but not until he gets to the 3-yard line. What a run by Williams. It covers 63 yards.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
So the big play gets him down close. And now it's first and goal. Scatterboom. This defense stacked up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball. They bring him down for a short gain.
And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line. Third and goal.
Third down and goal to go.
Here we go, set. Like the new team.
And he can only salvage a couple there. Down to the 3. And now it's fourth and goal.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Never a doubt on that sideline. The offense stays out. They'll go for it on fourth and goal. incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big fourth down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Brought down at his own 6-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. They face 2nd down and 7.
Go! Ready,
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Out of a shotgun, Richardson. He'll air it out down the middle. That's hard. He's inside the 30. Inside the 10. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 94 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from back up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a 1st down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. Back to throw here to begin the drop. He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And are they going to mark this out of bounds? They are. It's out at the 1-yard line. What a kick.
It's not enough. He's solid, but it's not enough. You gotta reach them, but it's not enough.
Hold it ready. Let's go.
Richardson gets this quickly to Mitchell. Oh, big hole left side. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 99 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's over the middle. Caught by Tesla. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock.
First down, Denver.
They'll throw out of the gun. That one complete to Pierce. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Cam Little for this field goal attempt. And this was the old NFL record spot, a 63-yard attempt. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway.
Jack Panther. Shut up.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Y'all gotta call my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We better know power. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous. Don't come and mention. Got that touch my savior. Give me that touch of my
Ready.
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard.
Ready, go.
Looks like a design run here with Richardson. Oh, a loose football. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. They'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it.
Oh, he's hit behind the line when the ball is out. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 12.
3rd and long.
Hurt. Right there, hurt. Ready.
Now Richardson. Open man left side. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. A big gainer for Indianapolis. 33 yards. Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him taken down behind the line.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indy. His second rushing touchdown of the year. Here's Bass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Colts stretch things out even further.
The score, Colts 45, Broncos 3. Tyler Bass set the kickoff.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. First down, it is Williams. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. From the 25, here's second down and 7. It's another run here for Williams. And he's going to have the Broncos first down. As he gets it up past the 30, he'll mark him at the 32.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Brings up second and 7.
Go! 19, Tiger, 19.
Now this time they'll look to throw. They try to work the screen with Scatterbull. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and long. McBride is the motion man. Throwing now on third and long. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Broncos first down. They convert in style there. Big play on fourth and long.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alike. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On the toss, it's Williams. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
2 yards.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, This offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This officially a 58-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Jackson now to return it. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Ready.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
Ready. Go.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Third and 9.
Hey, let's go.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play.
At the 43-yard line.
On 4th down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchdown.
Here we go. Tracking 60. Panther 60. Panther 60. Let's go.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here we go. Start.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Extra point drop by Bass. The kick is good. And the Colts add on to their already sizable lead.
Broncos 6. Tyler Bass.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That's left side, that's the tight end, McBride. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A A big-time play for the Broncos. 33 yards.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. First down, Broncos.
19 Lions.
They'll look to throw here on first down. There's a throw right side taken by Bryant. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. And the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame.
Hawks 7, Hawks, Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Kenneth Murray.
Intercepted. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So it's a win for the Colts.